Hello everyone, and now welcome to an anti-spoiler game between Azubu San and FXO's Straylock here on Neoplanet S. Now, if you're wondering what an anti-spoiler game is, well, the previous series was Bly versus San. It was a best of 3, and San had won in 2 straight games. So I'm posting up an actual third game, mislabeling it, so that you viewers out there can enjoy some more StarCraft while not knowing the outcome based upon the number of videos. I don't know how many times I need to explain that to my viewers, but then again, maybe not all of my viewers watch every single video. I don't even know how I'm able to produce the number of videos I do, but I thank you guys for watching. If you guys are watching this for your first time and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do a lot of StarCraft 2 content, Warcraft 3, and I will be going into, I believe, Hex in the coming months, as Hex is looking like a game that should be a lot of fun. Now, taking a look at what Straylock is doing, Straylock in this TVZ is opening up with a front door barracks. Now, I have not seen him take up a refinery just quite yet, so he is most likely going to be going for a 1 Rax expand. Now, this is curious because of the way Straylock actually positioned his barracks here. He may actually build his command center right here, and then perhaps build another supply depot. No, this is all just interesting timings, as Straylock placed down this refinery at, I believe, the 14 timing, as opposed to the typical 13. So a little bit of a delay there, and I wonder how everything will be affected. You can take a look. This barracks is not going to have enough gas in time to add on a tech lab, but perhaps it will have enough time to train up a Reaper once that first Marine is out. This could be a very, very detailed, very, very tightly controlled, did I say PVZ? I mean, yeah, ZVT, I meant PVT. Anyways, coming back around, we are going into that reactor now, and this is a pretty smart move by Straylock. Straylock now has the option to either double train up Reapers or double train up Marines, which would be a strong option at this point. He is still getting up a lot of gas, as we're now looking at Straylock coming inside the main base and taking a look around. What I do find curious, though, is what we are seeing from Straylock. Straylock's opening looks a bit more geared towards Zerg than it does towards Protoss. However, without the factory down, we are going to be seeing double training of Marines. There's the bunker now on the low ground, and this is still a little bit confusing for me, as we are still double training up more Marines. This makes a lot of sense, and we may see Widow Mines as well, as Widow Mines are extremely effective against early Protoss air harassment. Phoenixes and Oracles tend to just melt away, as we are now going into even more Marines being trained up, perhaps being used in order to push back this mothership core. One lone zealot now making its way in. Is it going to get shot down? It looks as though it will be going after this one bunker here, and it will now be pulled back. That zealot getting off one attack, or half an attack, only attacking with 1 there, as there are a handful of Marines here. San, however, does not want to engage against these Marines. You can take a look. There's a handful of Marines here, and we are now finally going into Widow Mines. This has been a very strong opening from Straylock, but San also has his own Nexus coming into play. Stalker Zealot now pulling back here. We can see the mothership core is in position. San is ready to perhaps make this game a bit longer, as he wants to let his economic advantage hold for him. Scouting SCV taken down here. We can see the bunker already salvaged, and that was a rather early salvage, as we are now looking at a Widow Mine trying to make its way out. Stalker doing a little bit of an exchange against all of these Marines. The Marines and the Stalkers now making their way in. The Widow Mine, however, does move fairly quickly, and it does burrow, but it does take 3 seconds to burrow, so that Stalker would not be able to stop and smell the roses. So far, the Widow Mine making its way in. There is that other walk As well, we are seeing perhaps medevacs now being trained over. We are now going into double Hellions, and this is a very, very aggressive move by Straylock. Straylock needs to deal a lot of damage with this army, and it looks like he could. He does have a slight supply advantage, and there you go. There's the Marines. Where is the Mothership Core with that Photon Overcharge? And note, the medevac now training in more units as well. Let's take a look. Units are pulling back here. Where is that Mothership Core? Mothership Core has plenty of energy. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing from Straylock. This is actually a strategy that is very, very risky. If it does not execute absolutely perfectly, it will get taken down. As you can see, the Mothership Core with that Photon Overcharge forcing the medevac back already. Medevac down to 42 hit points. Very, very low. And now Straylock will be forced to play a bit of catch-up. He is currently sitting on 30 probes compared to 26, and now he has yet to upgrade this to an orbital command. This is not good news for him, as San should be able to throw down a lot of gateways, and then just push with a gateway robotics facility push. Yeah, push with the robotics facility push. Push with a 2-base push. We are now going into an armory that could mean Hellbats for Straylock, and Straylock could use those to perhaps take down many of these probes. There are a lot of Hellions here, and the Hellions are going to find a lot of probes. This could be very, very bad for San. San losing a fair number of probes already. What is this? 6 workers already down, as the Immortal is not the unit to counter this. More probes going to get taken down here, as another... Nope, that probe stays alive. Meanwhile, a main attack force at the front door. Stalkers, Sentries, Immortals now making their way in. There's a force field on the ramp, and that is critical, as the Marines cannot make their way back inside. This is huge. Zealots now going after all these units. However, they are all picked up. Immortal trying to shoot up the ramp here. There you go. Sentries now engaging as well. You can take a look. Another Marine now taken down. San down to 71 supply, trying to pull away with this orbital command here. The attack force of San is just that much larger, as the Guardian Shield now comes into effect. A beautiful, beautiful corralling of all the units with force fields, and it looks like San is going to take this game. San finishing off the rest of these units here. There is pretty much no army standing. There's the GG from Straylock, as Straylock completely got blindsided with this move by San. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus game here on Neoplanet S.